Hey guys, how are you? Today I'm going to show you how to install your Y70 Touch Infinite display upgrade. This is the aftermarket one that comes if you weren't able to get the one with the screen before they sold out when the supply chain issues were going on. Now you can buy, if you buy just the plain thing, you can buy just this. I'm going to show you how to install it. The instructions in here are kind of clear, but not like, it's better to see it in video format, and I'll show you how to do it all. So in the box, you're going to get your instruction manual right here. It's going to come with some covering over your screen. Here's your actual physical screen. On the top is going to be a USB-C and MDP port. That's a display port, like a mini display port up there. And then if you pull your foam out underneath, you're going to have, this is your mini display port cord that goes down to a full-size display port, and this is going to plug into the back I/O on your computer. This is your USB-C, which powers the touch screen and like powers the screen on and everything. And then this is the back little short, stubby whip hose looking thing for like the display port to display port to connect from this full-size display port to your actual graphics card. If you don't have one of these little like electronics like toolkits, they're always good to have. I'll link one down below. It'll be an Amazon affiliates link, so you can click it if you want. If not, you can just type one of these like a Vastar into Amazon. It'll pull up some stuff for you, but I'll link it down below if you want. All right, so first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna pop this side piece out, boom, just like that. We're gonna set this to the side somewhere. This top piece is gonna come off. It just lifts right off. It's like magnetic. Well, it kind of friction fits in there as well. And then turning it to this side, the back, mine's from a Cyber Power, whatever, you see the insignia there. This back plate's gonna pop off. Just like that. I'm gonna set that aside as well. And that is gonna expose two screws. One is up here, one is right down here. Let me zoom in for you here. First screw is gonna be right here. Second screw is gonna be up here. Get my handy dandy tool here, take these screws out. And by taking these screws out, what that's gonna do is allow us to release this pane of glass on the back side. And now that those two screws are out, this piece is gonna be able to come out. It's gonna pop out just like the others and lift out. And that leaves you with only this piece right here. Touch the edge of the glass and just look straight down. You're gonna see a screw here. The same thing on that side, you're gonna see a screw all the way down there. I'm gonna bring the camera over here and show you. This is the side glass. You're gonna look down and we zoom in here. You're gonna see a screw, and it is gonna be right here where the tip of the screwdriver is. You're gonna take this out and then the one on the other side as well. So let's grab this out of there. And then this screw is coming out as well. You're gonna have two more screws at the top here, and I'm gonna kind of tilt this on its side so I can show you those as well. This is the bottom of the computer here. This is the corner glass at the bottom. This is the corner glass at the top. And these screws right here and right there are going to be what you take out. And then this whole screen is going to pop out. Oh, almost lost a screw. Let me turn it right side up here for this. Now this whole corner piece will pop right out, just like that. And granted, this isn't going back in, but you want to keep it safe just in case you ever want to go back to just having a glass display. Okay, and now while this is all open, we're gonna run our wires. All right, first one I'm gonna run is this full-size display port that goes to the mini display port on the back of the actual screen. Now the Y70 case has a bunch of options for hiding wires. And so what I'm gonna do for the display port cord is I'm gonna first take the little zip tie off, and I'm gonna run the small side of this from the back of the computer through this slot that's right up here. Now this slot, the wires come out for these fans up here. The wires come out for like all kind of like motherboard connections, but it's a nice handy little slot. And I'm gonna run it through the back. So from the back of the computer, I'm just running this cord through, and I'll show you, since we took that back cover off, it's really accessible. I'll spin the computer around here in a second. And so now we have this cord coming out. This is our mini display port. Now this flap right here, this little rubber flap, is what I put that through, and it just went right through. Now I'm just gonna leave this kind of slack down here because we're gonna route it underneath the power supply and up into these back I/O ports over here. Now the easiest way to connect this display port cord, I just tried for a second trying to fish it through here. I'm just going to disconnect my video card. So that's gonna be one and two screws. So just temporarily disconnect the video card for a second. Set it over to the side. And I removed one of these little plates at the bottom, so I have a blank here. And now this full-size display port, I'm gonna fish underneath my power supply here, all the way through the bottom. to where I can grab it from the inside here. And now this will plug into that right there, and then it gets screwed into the side with this screw right here, just like that. Now that is connected. And then while our video card is out, it's going to give us access to this USB port right here that we need. And this other wire is a 2-part wire. There's a SATA cord and a USB motherboard cord. To explain those, if you're a layperson, you don't know computers like I do that much, this is 5 pins and 4 pins, so just look for 5 pins and 4 pins on the motherboard. And in the case of the board I have, it's right here behind the graphics card by the real ribbons for the standoff unit, whatever you call this. So I'm going to plug this USB cord into here, and then before we reconnect the graphics card, I'm going to run this SATA cable down here, as well as, I think, yeah, this, I'm also going to run this long USB-C cord. I'm also going to run this long USB-C cord under there as well, which is the other end of that wire. We're going to fish those cords out of back. So here's our USB-C right there. And there is our SATA. We got quite a bit of slack there on the USB-C. And then our SATA will just plug in into really just any one of these SATA will work. So I'm going to plug that in. And then tuck these back where they were. And then this USB-C cord, I'm going to run it the same way I did the other one, right up through this flap at the top, and that's how it's going to conceal itself inside the case. So you kind of zoom in there, same flap as I put the other one through. I'm going to put this one through. Okay, now I'm going to throw my video card back in, and just a little thought here, like, I'm not a computer fixer or like computer tech or am any kind of way savvy with this stuff. It's really just kind of like following instructions and going from there. So if this looks intimidating, trust me, it's not. I'm not out here like building computers on my own. This is obviously a pre-built PC, as you can tell. It's got the CyberPower logo all over it, or iBuyPower, whichever one it is. But just don't be afraid of doing something like this. It's not that hard to do. While you're here on the back of the PC, you might as well connect your display port with your new fangled, fancy little whip cord, little 6-inch display port cord they gave you. And just throw that in. I'm going to use the top one because I use the bottom two for my main displays. Now that is the most of the work. The rest of it is just putting it back together. So this is the new screen. Again, you see your USB-C insignia here, and then you see your micro display port there. This is going to plug in just like the old screen did. Just like that, and just like that. Now they do include new hardware, so if you did lose your little hardware things, I didn't, you know, but if you did, you can use theirs. I'm actually going to I'm going to take full advantage, and I'm going to use theirs, the brand new hardware, because it is Hyte hardware. It's not like it's some off-brand stuff. And I'm just going to do reverse what I did. First, I'm going to screw the screws up through the top, and I won't bore you with all the details, but you know what I'm doing here. You saw me undo it. Now we're going to have this beautiful moment together where we peel this off of our new screen that turns our Y70 non-touch into a Y70 touch with the new upgraded screen. Here you can see my setup. I just brought this down here and hooked it up. Got everything calibrated and turned it on, the touch and everything like that. I'll show you a little bit of the screen real quick. I'm not sure how much this screen is different from the factory screen. It has the touch function and everything, so you can like get in here and do touch stuff. And if you have this Nexus software on a computer, you can of course change everything. So I can go to like faces. Yeah, there we go. So I can change this face to just random different ones. So I can customize it to that one right there. Let me take down the brightness. There's a bunch of different ones. There's that. This one's pretty cool. The stock one that it comes on is like a worm, going through a wormhole. But yeah, you get the gist. There's a block game. You can play Tetris. Kind of fun. I mean, it's not like amazingly good, but it's still pretty fun to do. So yeah, you can play Tetris on it if you want, which is pretty cool. And the screen is really crisp, so I like that a lot. It's a really, really crisp screen. Again, like I said in the beginning, I'm not here to beg for subscriptions. You don't need to subscribe to this channel. I don't do computer stuff on this channel. I do like car projects. If you want to look at the car projects, you could. I do pretty cool car projects. You can subscribe if you're into those cars, but don't worry about it. You can leave a thumbs up if you found the video helpful. That'll help more people find it. It'll like rank the video higher. So people are looking for these exact instructions on how to do this instead of just looking at. This is the instruction manual that comes with it. It's like just Chinese letters and then like an English sentence and then these pictures. That's all it is. So it's not